Alright everyone, got another basement Batrep. First one with the Astra Militarum. So, excited about that. A lot of you will enjoy this. So, I'm going to jump right into it with my 1500 points of Tyranids. So, over here we got a MAcLeod, 2 Biovores, a Tyrannofex with Acid Spray and Electroshock Grubs, Swarmlord with his guard, and for powers he got Paroxysm, Onslaught, and Warp Blast / Lance. 3 Warriors, Devour, Sliding Talons, Barb Strangler, 2 sets of 10 Termagants, HQ Turvagon, and I think he has Electroshock Grubs. Yeah, I'll have to double check that, but he's got one of those 10-point upgrades, and 2 Broods of Zoanthropes. Taller ones got Onslaught, the shorter ones got Dominion, and then 3 Hiveguard. So that's 1500 points of Tyranids.
Alright, so 1500 points of Astra Militarum. So our warlord for today is going to be Knight Commander Pask and an Executioner with side sponson plasma cannons. And his entourage there are also executioners with side sponson plasma cannons. For troops, I brought 3 identical squads of veterans with 2 plasma rifles, all in chimeras. Yeah, I hate that you only can take 2 plasma rifles now instead of the 3. Stupid nerf to the chimera. Anyways, 2 squads of 1 basilisk each, and then I thought I'd try out the Scout Sentinels with the missile launcher upgrade, because that went down in points, and now, until it's FAQ'd, they have flak missiles. So that's pretty sick. A 40-point model with flak that can outflank. I was really hoping that Tyler would bring one of his flyers, but it didn't happen, so at least it's AP3 and artillery shooting. Anyways, yeah, that is 1500 points of Astra Militarum.
Alright everyone, so we went ahead and deployed here on the table. We're playing Relic. There is night fighting, and I got first turn, and it's Hammer and Anvil, so I'm deployed along here. Got my Zoanthropes, Biovores in there, Turvagons right there, and I looked, he's got Electroshock Grubs, that's it. And 2 Broods there of Termagants, Zoanthropes, they are the ones with Onslaught. These ones there have Dominion, and Swarmlord, the Tyrannofex, and Warriors kind of scurrying there, and the MAcLeod clearly in reserve. And over here, we got the Imperial Guard tank gun line with the Basilisk chilling in the corners, and got the Chimeras here, and these 3, they're all plasma, right?
Yeah.
3 plasma, dangerous. And then another Chimera there, another one over there. So, you want to steal initiative? Or you want to let me go first?
Yeah, try.
Alright, don't do it.
Let's see what I can do. Oh,
thank goodness. Alright.
And now Pask's other warlord trait lets me revert. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the Militarum trickiness. Alright, so go ahead with Tyranids turn 1. We'll see if Swarmlord can get himself a nice game in here. Make me happy, so he won't whiff and let Gordy make 6 up in ball saves if he hasn't. Miserable. Alright, turn 1. Alright, so into Tyranids turn 1. Down here we got the Turvagon moved up and just ran into cover, along with these Zoanthropes, who lanced in at that Chimera and stripped a hull point off and destroyed
it's the last gun array.
Yeah,
one of them.
last gun array. Biovores weren't in range to shoot anything, so they just hunkered down there. The Gaunts in the middle just ran up, getting ready to try and run for the Relic, and these Zoanthropes moved up with giving Onslaught. They gave Onslaught to these guys, so they could run, and then the Hive Tyrant, or sorry, the Swarmlord gave the other Onslaught over to the Warrior, or the Hive Guard. And Hive Guard shot in, blew up that Chimera for first blood. These guys are retreating, and over on the other side, the Tyrannofex moved up with the Warriors, just sticking and hugging cover. But other than that, that's everything for first turn for Tyranid. So getting set up to make the pounce here. But let's see what Imperial or Astra Militarum can do.
Astra Militarum.
With the turn fire. Scared of those tanks, so we'll get back to you after turn 1. And with Astra Militarum turn 1, we'll start right here with Pask.
So yeah, they moved up. Did their, I don't remember what it's called now, Gunners Fire and Kill or whatever it is. where the command squad, or command tank fires off. These two fired here into the Tervagon. I think they did 4 wounds?
Yeah, 4.
4 wounds to them.
Yep.
With all 10 of their plasma blasts, and they did 1 wound to his own throat. The commander here fired over the Tyranid, and managed to do 1 wound to him. So not a whole lot. Tyler passing 4 up and 5 up saves like a boss.
That was a really lucky turn. I should have been a lot of stuff dead.
He lost another hull point from my Executioner. So he's now down a Heavy Flamer 2. And a Plasma Gunner inside died. But I did take off another wound on the Tervagon from him. So he's now down to 1 wound.
He's dead soon.
This Basilisk whiffed. This Basilisk took 1 wound off of the guard. Whiffed. And these guys are no longer falling back. So it'll be Tyranid's turn 2.
See what can happen. So end of Tyranid's turn 2. Over on this side of the board, Tyrannofex charged up and managed to actually blow up the Chimera with his haywire shot, rolling 2 6s, which is pretty amazing. But as we drift towards the center of the board, the luck kind of faded out a bit for the Tyranids. Zoanthropes there failed their psychic test in peril. Swarmy actually shot in with his warp lance and managed to
get 1 pen.
Yeah, 1 pen. Is it and shook him? Yeah, shaken.
So he can't move and snapshot suddenly.
Yeah, so which is good because that's 5 plasma shots that aren't coming at me. Over there, the Tervagon just stood still. I moved the gaunts away just so no one gets hit by that, and except that he more likely might die. And he took out that Chimera, and the Zoanthropes tried to lance in there. Hit with both of them, and I rolled a 1. Or 2 1s.
Yeah.
So that was brutal. And back here, Biovores fired in at these guys, missed, Spore Mines landed, they charged in. 1 guy died to getting hot, and the Spore Mines killed another one, so could have been better, could have been worse, but over here, MAcLeod came in, who tried to hit these guys, scattered completely off, and he's going Basilisk hunting, so he just kind of charged up over there. And that is the end of Tyranid's turn 2, so we'll see those Sentinels come walking in, see what kind of damage the guard can pump out. Alright, so end of Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum, sorry.
Astra Militarum.
As you can see, Swarmlord's gone in a... That was a pretty wild shot. I think he only missed with 2?
I missed with like 1 or 2, and because you had the guard there, I was hitting them both. So I think I totaled up 12 plasma hits on them with these 2 tanks, plus a couple from the boulders.
Yeah, and you rolled, I think, only 1 missed wound on the 12.
Yeah.
Something like that, but yeah, I kind of put it all on the line.
Yeah. Yes,
oh, well.
they strike and shrouded, so they all pop smoke after shooting. You know, they have a 5-up cover at least for the inevitable beatdown they're gonna get.
Hopefully I can get lucky with it.
Both squads of Sentinels came in, they outflanked, both ended up on this side. These 2 took out the last wound on the Tervagon, and these 2 here fired into the Biovores and missed.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can do better next turn. These guardsmen moved up, fired at the Biovores, hit with just about everything, got 2 wounds with non-plasma shots, and saved both of them. These guardsmen moved over here to fire at the MAcLeod. They managed to do 1 wound, but the plasma gunner did die. And over here, I lost combat, and the Tyrannofex is moving up now.
So, alright, on to Tyranids, turn 3. Alright, so end of Tyranids, turn 3. So this game's actually really close, which is great. Over here, the Tyrannofex just being an absolute boss over here, clearing this whole side by himself. He rolled a 6 to pen with the haywire and rolled a 5, and it was open top on the Basilisk. His 10 plate flamer got them, but this dude's not scared at all.
You're breeding them, Goose.
Double 1, so he's not the least bit concerned about the Tyrannofex. And over here, the Hive Guard adjusted, shot over at the Sentinels and managed to kill one, and he's now snap shooting. Biovores ran up top because they're scared, and Gaunts just shuffled around a bit. Zoanthropes combined fire, managed to blow up one of these guys finally. Drop Pask down to 1, and
immobilized.
Immobilized, so definitely going to limit his firepower, well, his firing arc, and the other buddy is left untouched still. And Biobore's fired over here. I think there's 4 guys remaining.
Four guys remaining in that.
4 guys there. So got the plasma. So that's the end of Tyranid's turn 3. So actually really close game. Oh, and I should announce the MAcLeod he burrowed. So he's going to come crawling up. Probably hunting a basilisk or something. So let's move into Astra Militarum turn 3. Alright, so end of Astra Militarum turn 3. So I'll run us through it.
These two fired, orders went off again, gunners kill on sight. He fired into the gaunts, I think he kills 4 of them off. He fired at the zone throats over here. He got 8 wounds in total, and only killed 1. He only did, like, 1 wound was failed, there was 8 zone throats. These guys here fired into these 2 zone throats, got 1 wound off, and it went through, so who knows. This guy here, somewhat of a champ, snap fires into him, but hits and then fails to wound. So kind of a letdown. Would have ID'd him, like hopefully would have killed him. These 2 here also fired at this one of the zone throats, I don't remember which one now, and also failed to wound, or yeah, no, they just didn't kill anything. Basilisk fired over at the Hive Guard, scattered into some gaunts and killed off a couple of them. And then this guardsman over here is trying to move a bit.
So let's see what Tyranids could do in turn 4. On the Tyranids turn 4, over here the Tyranofex is just charging forward. Still wasn't able to kill a tank. I was able to immobilize and drop him down to 1 hull point, so they're just facing that way. MAcLeod decided to charge towards the Basilisk. Biowars fired in and killed off the guardsmen who were there. Hive Guard actually sniped out 2 sentinels, so we got 1 left there with 1 hull point, and Biowar shot there. So now it's Astra Militarum turn 4. So really tight game. We'll see if they can bring it back here. So end of Astra Militarum turn 5. So
Sentinel moved up, took a shot at that zone trope and missed. Basilisk here fired up and over, trying to take out the guys in the Relic, but scattered off and killed off some gaunts there. They passed their morale test because they're synapse, which kind of sucks. Both of these executioners fired over at the Tyranofex, and they managed to only do 4 wounds between the 2 of them. One of the plasma cannons on the side, this executioner actually got hot, so it couldn't fire, but it did not wound him, or else he'd be glanced to death and gone.
yeah.
This guy here, the boss he is, 2 shots, he hits with 1, wounds, but it's a Tyranofex, so of course it doesn't kill him. So close, so freaking close. So that was it for turn 4.
Yep.
With the Militarum. So on to Tyranid turn 5.
Alright, so end of Tyranids turn 5, and we're going to call the game here.
Yeah.
Over here, the Tyranofex haywired past, and they made an 11-inch charge and to finish off that last one. And the MAcLeod snapshotted, or shook him. Which,
so there's nothing I can do turn 5. He's going to be locked in combat and most likely dead. And he's my only unit left.
I got the Relic, thankfully kept the warriors around for synapse. These guys ran here and Biowars went to ground, but their usefulness was...
Other than some bad rolling on my part, I'm liking the new Militarum Codex.
Yeah, so that was... That's actually very close. So Tyranid victory, just barely. Games, it's very misleading right now. Like, it was just a bit of bad luck that last turn. Like, it was actually really close. So good game, Guardsman Gord.
Good game.
First game with the Astra.
Tyranid Tyler.
Yeah. Corey's just got to switch his name to something that starts with an E.
Yeah.
Edwin Eldar. So, what are your thoughts on Astra?
Not a lot has changed. I like the HQ Lehman Russ, that's just fun. The Sentinels, that was great.
Yeah, that was...
40 points for an outflanking missile launcher with the AV-10. That's, I mean, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, that's pretty deadly.
I don't know, the only reason I took the plasma fusioner for pass is because I was playing Tyranids. But other than that, like his crack shot doesn't really help it out much. It's strength 7, AP2, large blast with blind. But unless I hit like the hive guard, then it would have been useless because 3 small blasts is better than 1 large blast.
I guess it would be useful in the terrain effects. It would stop him shooting, but it seemed it would be a waste compared to.
No, it'd still be weapon skill 1.
Oh yeah, never mind. I was thinking snapshotting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be a foolish waste.
It'd be great if you had like some ballistic skill like 5 characters here, but
Flyer, that would be pretty excellent on. But his initiative's pretty good. So yeah, those plasma cutioners. If you're a Tyranid player, watch out for these.
Yeah.
I was really cocky with the swarm load. So yes, you are going to see him in my next Batrep. I'm running him till he just goes beast mode. And he got all. I just had the worst luck with that guy. Like, look at him over there. Getting all cocky, coming out and just getting plasma to the face.
yeah. Yeah.
Either that or I need more guard.
Even with more guard, I think you would have done there.
Yeah, even if I had 3 guard, yeah, that's still that was exactly enough wounds to kill 3 guard in him too.
Yeah.
Swarmy. I need to get Catalyst. I haven't got that with him yet, and he gets 3 powers, and this is my 4th game with him.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I like playing. Guard's always tight game, fun to play.
That was one of our closer games too.
Yeah, I think the new codex is definitely gonna make the games a lot better.
So next time I play, you'll probably see more of a Catachan list than this, as this was a complete armored list. Yeah.
Yeah, so and we got tons of new models coming. I got 2 Carnifexes coming in start of the week, and Venom Thropes finally, and another Biovore. So they'll be complete, and you'll actually see Fexes out there.
I got some Primus Psychers on the way. They were supposed to be here, but
Divination.
FedEx and everything.
That's the camera just looking down and depressing us. Divination.
And I'll have an actual Pask model, which isn't that big of a deal. And a Tau Commander. I'm not going to be playing Tau for a while, but I will have him.
Be cool if Pask could come like Cronus. Have you seen when his tank gets blown up, the Ultramarine guy, he just pops out and he can go running around. And he's an independent character, so he can just like, his tank blows up, he can just jump out and run over to something else and just chill with them.
That'd be great, but
it's not really useful, but it's
Pask
cool.
and a squad of Demon Wrath was pretty hard to take down.
Yeah, that was actually a really hard game to kill. Like,
yeah.
The Zone Thrope. Oh, Zone Thropes did pretty good this game. Although Tyrannofex, he was a champ.
And remember, Gord, note to self: camo netting, relic plating.
Yeah, relic plating would help.
+1 deny the witch, +1 cover save. Even a 6-up's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And I can just put them on Pask, and just that way, everyone gets the +1. I think. I don't know. I'll look into that. Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to subscribe, share our channel, and tell us what you think. If there's any other requests you have for Tyranid Tactica videos, be glad to hear them. Looking for some more ideas for things people want some help with. And stay tuned for Astra Militarum Tactica. As Gord's just got to read the codex and get an idea of what's changed and how to play guard with the new codex. Or Militarum with the new codex. Alright, so thanks for watching. Happy wargaming. Which pudding.